Hey guys, it's Code Zealot, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel if you have already. I've finally hit that 100 mark. I'm actually at the time of this video somewhere around 132 subscribers. And when I hit that 100 mark, I was able to get a custom URL for my channel. So I'm now youtube.com/c/codezealot. So that's so much better than the old jumbled mess that I had. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching my videos. You guys are the best. I do this for you, and I hope that you guys stick around. And I hope you stick around at Minecraft 1.13, which is the subject of this video. So I've had some feedback from people and some questions concerning my YouTube channel about what Minecraft 1.13 means for my command tutorials. So I wanted to take like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to try and stick as close as I can to that time and explain to you guys really quickly what Minecraft 1.13 is going to do to the game concerning commands and what that means for all of you guys who are watching my tutorials on commands. So here is the fast version. I am making command videos for Minecraft through all of its different versions. So pretty much when a new version comes out, if I've already done a tutorial on a command in a previous version, if the syntax of that command has been altered, I will be making another video for that command in the latest version of the game. So when we're talking practically, what that means is I just made a video on the execute command in Minecraft 1.12.1 at the time. We're now in 12.2. But in 1.13, the execute command will no longer exist. They're actually changing it, and they're going to make a bunch of subcommands that will do a lot more than the execute command could in a lot better ways. So I'm super excited about that. It'll be really cool to have some new commands to work with. But for a lot of people, that's scary and it's discouraging because they've spent time watching a video on my channel about how to use a command, and all of a sudden they find out everything they've been learning isn't going to be functioning in 1.13. Well, that's kind of true, but it's mostly a myth because the real truth is that what I'm teaching you guys on this channel is how to use commands in the game. I'm not necessarily teaching you specific syntax so much as I'm teaching you all the different parts of the Minecraft command syntax. What I mean by that is, for example, I'm teaching you guys about target selectors, how to target certain entities or players in the game with your commands. And I'm teaching you guys about all the different parameters and arguments and all these different words, this vocabulary related to programming and coding. And what that means for you guys is that if Minecraft changes the syntax of any command, so say for example, they're going to be changing the clear command, what that means for you guys is you won't have to learn all the different parts of the command, the clear command in 1.13. You already know it if you've watched my videos. What you'll have to learn is the new order of the command. Like, where do you put the target? So like if you're going to use a clear command, whose inventory are you going to clear, or what item are you going to clear? And do you type out like clear item player, or do you type out clear player item? I mean, that's all that's going to be changing for some of these commands in 1.13. So that's not a big deal at all. In the case that a major change happens, for example, with the execute command, where that command is just going to be completely reworked, you guys are going to learn those principles I talked about, such as the target selectors and all that, but you're going to have to learn some new syntax. But that's just the way things go in the programming world. I mean, every time something upgrades or changes, you just have to learn the new syntax. I work with a lot of web languages, HTML, CSS, PHP, and all that, and I spent some time working as a front-end developer doing all of that, and every time a new update came out, it was the same story. I had to learn some new syntax, but the cool thing was, since I was learning principles as I went along, when a new syntax came out, it was no big deal because it was just learning how to put things in a different order. It wasn't learning how all these things work starting from scratch all over again. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys some encouragement with the new 1.13 coming out. I will be making videos for every version, for every command, so don't worry. If you guys are playing on an older version, if you're watching this and 1.13 already came out, you guys are benefiting right now from exactly what I'm about to say, which is if you are playing in older versions of Minecraft, you can learn how to use commands in those versions. This is huge for people who play modded versions of the game, who are always behind. If you play modded Minecraft, you know you're usually never on the latest version because you're always running Forge or whatever, and that's always behind because they have to wait for the latest version to come out to upgrade Forge and all that. So anyways, this will be, hopefully, in the future, a channel with tons and tons of videos on Minecraft commands for all the different versions, for players in all the different versions who want to play, you know, way back when, if this is, you know, watching this in the future, or for people who want to stay contemporary and learn how to play things right now in 1.12.2, and for everybody who's anticipating 1.13. So hang in there, keep learning all these commands, and don't worry about this big update. We're going to be just fine, and I'll get you guys through 1.13 and all those big syntax changes, and there'll be no worries. So that's all I have to say for you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video, and if you want a sneak peek at something I'm working at, my resource pack, I've started doing pixel art, go ahead and stick around for the last 30 seconds or so of this video where I show you that, but if not, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I've been working on, well, let me say where I started. First, I started with stone, and I used Faithful as an inspiration, but I started everything from scratch on the blank canvas and had a really hard time making stone texture. That was really actually quite difficult, but I used the same exact color palette as Faithful, and eventually came up with something original that resembles them and is inspired by them. And then I started doing ores kind of in the same way, used Faithful as an inspiration, and then came up with this. So right now, there's some major problems, like all the ore looks exactly the same, it's just different colors, and like these are not three-dimensional, they just look really flat. And I'm not too happy with the emerald shape yet, but that's what I've got going for ore. And what people are most excited about so far on Reddit, where I posted a picture of my resource pack textures, is a lantern design for the default torch. So people really like this, and I'm going to be working on it to get it to a 32 by 32 texture, because right now it's 16 by 16, and there's some issues. Like a major issue is it doesn't have a 3D model. So like when you look at this, that just looks so bad. Like it just disappears if you're if you're standing on top of it. But anyways, it's also clipping in the side of here, and I'll have to deal with that. But I don't really know if I'm ready to jump into 3D modeling, but at the same time, I'm not really ready to jump into texture pack art. So I don't have any background with pixel art, so bear with me through my textures, which some of them are decent, I think, but some of them are just bad. Like I'm not really happy with this wooden hoe. It just looks so bad. So anyways, if you guys want to try this out how I have it right now, kind of like a beta test, links in the description. If not, thanks for sticking around and entertaining me by listening to me talk about pixel art, something I have no idea how to do. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be a command video for Minecraft 1.12.2. So I'll see you there.